All right, y'all, welcome back. It's Albert LaBelle, and this time we've got a review. That's right. We've had some samples here kindly sent in to us from LsiDepot.com. I had done a purchase with them, and after conversing back and forth a few times, they offered to send over some samples for us to check out, and, well, here they are. Lots of cool stuff to check out. So, who are they? Well, they've got the main website, Locking Systems International. They also set up a more user-friendly site, I guess you might call it, which is LsiDepot.com, where you can just order stuff right there from that website. You can get your, keys made how you want to, key to light, key different, all them options. So yeah, right from the LsiDepot.com, you can get it all done. I did ask them several questions, and I got some good answers, and I'll share them with you. Manufacturing, let's see, the Medeco USA, we know Abloy's Finland. They do all their own key cutting there at LSI. And the Cobra is a mix, they say. Some of the small components are from China, and folks, I got to tell you, it's hard for any manufacturer to not get at least some parts from China. So, we're not going to beat them up over that. It's rough. A lot of things come from China. So let me see. They do manufacture the aluminum and stainless steel puck bodies here in the U.S. And the assembly happens here also at LSI. Let me see, just to go further on, they've got a couple of patents, the Cobra 7, the Cobra Flex, and the Cobra Universal Hockey Pucks, which we're going to take a look at in here. And also, the Cobra Sidewinder is patented by their factory and licensed to Locking Systems, so that's cool too. Cobra is their line. So yeah, that's just some notes I wanted to share. I thought it was interesting and could be important. Okay, so let's dig into it and see what we got here. What are we going to take a look at? Bada boom, bada bang. We got a lot of stuff. Just going to break it all out here. Get the boxes out. And just make some room. We don't need that. Okay. Checking my notes again. Excuse me. The Cobra Flex. Okay, yeah. So let's start with that, because that one's the oddball. Well, there's a couple of oddballs. All of that stuff kind of goes together. So they sent this, which is their Cobra. They call it the Cobra 7. And by the way, I put some prices on these things. Now, we know how things are going right now. It's really crazy. Prices are going through the roof. It's hard for some companies. I work in the steel building industry, and, getting steel right now is absolutely ridiculous. So keep in mind, these prices are around, October of 2021. They're subject to change, folks, okay? So it is what it is. So the Cobra 7, this is their tubular lock. Now this, I believe this is 5/8. They're measured this way, and I think this is the 5/8. That's going to be important. That's why I'm mentioning that. So this is their Cobra 7. Let me grab some skissers, and we'll get into this. So the Cobra 7, their tubular lock, and I'm guessing the 7 is because it's a 7-pin tubular lock. So yeah, these are pretty straightforward. We see these on, you might see them on cabinets, maybe vending machines, stuff like that. They'll usually have a cam on the back. This one's got the limiter on it. So yeah, but like I said, this one's the 5/8, and that's going to be important. So there's their Cobra 7. Not bad. These are not very high security, but they're not on the low end either. So like I said, that's going to be important. This is the Cobra Flex lock. By the way, this one here with the core in it, which is a Medeco M3. Very nice. This one was $41.75. They call this the Cobra Flex. Now, this lock here, and I'll go over some pros and cons about this one. Stuff I like and don't like. One of them's right here. Yeah. So this lock here actually takes these cams, but it takes the 7/8 cam. So if you want to change the cam core out on this, you need to make sure you get the 7/8 of an inch cam lock, which is this length. This is one of mine, but you see the difference in the length in those? That's going to matter because when you put the actuator on the back, it needs to fit. So again, just make sure you get a 7/8 inch cam. And yeah, you can swap the cores out on these. Very, very cool. I like it. And this one they sent with a Medeco M3, which it says right there on the key bow, by the way. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful lock. I would consider this one right here high security. And just look at the size of this beast right here. I mean, it's redonkulous. Let me grab a pack lock. You see the difference in the thickness? And this is steel. I mean, it's like a brick, literally. Another reason I wanted to grab this. You know these more traditional kick type cores? We've seen these being pulled out. Lockpicking lawyers done it. Just put the he's got a screw type puller. You can use a slide hammer, screw it into the core, and yank them suckers right out of the lock. That's not going to happen with this. It's just not, because you see these plastic caps on here. It's got grub screws going through both sides that hold that core and this screwed cap. It screws in, and then there's another grub screw preventing that from being unscrewed to get that out, and you can't get to the grub screws unless the lock is open, of course. So very, very nice. Like I said, I'd consider this high security just because of its sheer size and the Medeco core in it. It's not like it's going to be jiggled open, shimmied, or raked open. It's not going to happen. Pick proof? No, but highly pick resistant. So the cons for this one is this door right here. I'm not liking the door. It's kind of hard to open. I think it's kind of silly, to be straight up honest with you. And it's riveted in, so you can't really adjust it in any way. I just think it's not great. Some people might like it. I guess if it's one of those, if it's locked somewhere where you're not going to take it off very often, that might be okay, but I wouldn't want to have to keep opening this door all the time. Not a big fan. But yeah, other than that, I think it's a fantastic lock. Just a gigantic brick of steel with a fantastic core in it. So yeah, that one is their Flex. And like I said, that one's going to take the 7/8 inch cams. Okay. So let's put that one aside right here. And make some room for some more. Now, these kind of all work together. These are what they call their universal pucks. Okay. Now, I did try pricing all these. I couldn't find the price for the steel puck. I did find the price for the stainless steel, which is 303 stainless, and that runs about $80. Again, keep in mind this is October of 21, folks. Prices are going to change probably. And the aluminum, $19.50. All right, so let's grab some of these out and take a look at what we got. And by the way, these are all Cobra. This is their line, okay? They're absolutely gorgeous. I would love to see paint in there so it made that pop, but that's just me being silly. But I mean, just look at that. I hope the camera's doing it justice, because it's just absolutely beautiful. That brushed aluminum. Oh. So, how do these work? Well, all three of these are pretty much the same idea. Let me grab them out of here. Get some of these boxes out of the way. This one right here is this one's the stainless steel. Okay. Same idea. Another beautiful lock. This one's 303 stainless. Isn't it just gorgeous? I'll tell you what, the weight of this thing, ridiculous. And then we have the steel right here. Another brick of a lock, right? Just gorgeous. You can see the difference between the stainless steel and the steel, I hope. Yeah, you can tell. Just gorgeous. This one I noticed, it does have a Phillips screw on the back as opposed to the Allen screws on the other two, but Same idea, it's going to work the same way. So how do they work? It's fantastic. It's genius. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So what do? You take one of these cores. I got one, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4 cores they sent. Any one of these will fit into all 3 of these locks. All universal. So they sent the Abloy Sentry. They sent the Cobra, oh, by the way, that one was $31.92. The Cobra 7, which again is the tubular lock, $8. They sent the Cobra Sidewinder, which is flipping nice. I've got another one that I've been playing with. This one has 10 sliders in it, 5 on each side, and as you can see, if you wanted to try to pick something like this, you got a hard time because you got to tension it from the center pretty much. So anyways, the Sidewinder, $17.25. And they sent the Medeco M3 version of the Universal. Just fantastic. You can use any one of these in these puck locks. Swap them out. You can get them keyed the same, keyed different, however you want. So I got this one already open, so I'm going to show you how easy it is. Any one of these. We'll just use one of these because I got the Allen wrench handy. So you take your core, any one. Take the core, put the key in the core, open it up. You see the locking pawl draws in right there. You want to open it up, right? We're going to take the Allen, which is, this one is 3/32. Loosen the Allen screw in the back so we can slide this puppy out. Just enough to get it out. There we go. We're going to take the core, and what I do is where that locking pawl is, you see it's got 2 large holes, and we want to line that up. If you put it in there, it's not going to work. You see how that doesn't line up? It lines up with that hole. So I'm going to slide it in right there till it pops in that hole. Then you can actually take that key out of there. It doesn't matter. Slide it back in the lock. We're going to turn that Allen screw back in. Now make sure you turn that in. You just want to turn it in, back it off a little bit so this can slide. It just prevents this from coming all the way out. That's it. That's how easy that is to change out. You like that or what? So open it back up. If I can learn how to put a key in a lock. Bada boom, bada bang. You can take the key out, put it on what you're locking up, slide it, locked. You want to change it out? Reverse order. Open it up, loosen the screw out, pull it out, push that the rest of the way in, and pop it out. Let's just grab another core. I'll show you how easy it is. Let's just grab this one just for fun, the tubular. We're going to do the same thing. Put it in, open it up, make sure that's lined up. Oh, that was not. That one goes over here. Okay, see that? So this one would go this way. Bada boom, bada bang. Slide it in the lock. Turn the screw. Just enough to keep that sleeve from coming out. Boom. It's locked up. That easy, folks. Unlock it. Bada boom, bada bang. How easy is that? So any one of their pucks, they're universal pucks, okay? They will take any one of these cores. The Abloy Sentry, the Cobra Sidewinder, the Cobra 7, and the Medeco. Any one of these, that easy. Let's take this aluminum one right here. Let's get it out. That one's stiff. And we'll take this one and put it in here. Line up the hole right there. Slide it in. Turn the screw a little bit. Just to keep that from sliding out. There we go. All right. Boom. Same idea. See that? Take the key out. Put the lock where you need it on the shackle. Slide it back shut. Just that simple, folks. I love this universal idea right here, and all the options you get with the different cores. Again, you can get them keyed all the same. Well, I mean, obviously not the different locks, but if you wanted to put sidewinders in all the locks, you can have them keyed all the same, have them keyed different, however you want to do it. But I think it's just fantastic. So let me run over some, I made a couple of notes, some pros and cons. Again, I love the flexibility of the cores, the change out, and I like the strength. I mentioned that the traditional kick type cores, they can be pulled out. The way these go in there, they're just not going to be pulled out, folks. The way they lock in, I don't see that being pulled out. It's going to be much harder, if possible at all. I just don't see it happening. So I like that. That's a plus. Strength-wise, I think they're much better. Cons. Yeah, on the padlock. Some may find that a little bit too much work to change those out. And again, I'm not a big fan of this door, but that's me being picky. Some may like it. I don't know. And that was pretty much it. I think we covered it all. But don't you just love the way you can swap these cores out? I think it's just fantastic. So there's another look. We've got the steel. This is the Cobra Universal Steel Puck Lock. We've got the Cobra Universal Aluminum Puck Lock. And we've got the Cobra Universal 303 Stainless Puck Lock. And of course, the Cobra Flex. That takes the 7/8 of an inch cam locks, folks. Okay? And they're not that hard to change out. I've done it. Now, if you need help doing any of this, if I didn't explain it enough, I know I didn't show how to disassemble one of these. It's on their website. If you go to the Locking Systems International, right on the top of the page, it's got LSI videos. And they've got it broken down. It walks you right through how to change the cores out on these things. How to remove the shackle, the whole 9 yards. It's all there, folks. So yeah, I think that covers everything. I do want to give another shout out to LsiDepot.com for being so generous and sending this stuff out for us to check out. And I do recommend you checking out their website because I like it. I like it a lot. And you gotta love these right here. I mean, come on. All right, so that's it. I believe. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. If you're not subscribed yet, please do so. All the cool people are doing it.